Dick Wadhams, head of the Colorado GOP, our guest. Welcome back, Dick.
Nice to talk to you guys again.
Hey, I want to get your reaction to the big news of the day, the withdrawal of the Villafuerte nomination.
Well, her nomination should never have been put forward to begin with. It was a mistake. It was an act of arrogance by Governor Ritter and his two compliant senators, Mark Udall and Michael Bennet. And the bottom line is that I think she basically, in my opinion, declared herself guilty of the questions, the ethical questions surrounding this nomination. And I thought Peter Boyles and Bob Beaupre raised very good points. This notion that political attacks, that somehow she was just besieged when she had the governor, both U.S. senators, and the Democrats have a massive majority in the U.S. Senate. And for her, under those extraordinary political conditions, if this nomination couldn't fly under those conditions, it couldn't fly under any conditions.
Right.
And then on top of it, I thought Bob Beaupre was exactly right, that by her withdrawal, it's saying that, in fact, all the questions that were lingering out there were essentially true. I mean, I really believe that.
Well, I know you believe that, Dick, but you came on, you said she should never have been nominated, and my response before today would have been, well, what if she really didn't do anything wrong? And wouldn't you concede that if she didn't do anything wrong, then she was otherwise qualified to be United States Attorney?
I think she was qualified, other than the questions that surrounded her. I think her professional qualifications were certainly in order. But Craig, the fact that she was staring a Senate Judiciary hearing in the face, I think it was clear from Senator Sessions last week that's where he was headed.
Well, I do think it's clear now that she should have never been nominated. But up until today, I understood the attitude to be, hey, I'm willing to answer questions, bring it on. And I was going to give her her day in court. Now that she's decided to withdraw, I think your inference is fair. But
and Michael Bennet, I think he's an embarrassment to Colorado. The fact that he said, as Dan just mentioned, that I have no questions, I have no intention to ask any questions of this nominee. And now that she has voluntarily withdrawn her nomination with these ethical questions surrounding her, I think it shows what a pathetic U.S. Senator he is. And that he didn't have the guts to stand up to the guy who put him in the Senate, Bill Ritter, and Mark Udall, the same thing. I mean, they abdicated their responsibilities as U.S. senators by allowing Ritter to put forward this nomination.
Dick, let me ask you about the political end of this, because if you don't know our guest, Dick Wadhams, he's succeeded really at the highest level short of the presidency around the country in managing campaigns. Politically, it seems to me that if folks become aware of the details of this, it will be held against the governor. It will be held against Michael Bennet. What I'm not sure of is that the broader public is going to become aware of these details. Do you expect, candidates on the GOP side to actively hammer these issues during the campaign? The Denver Post obviously has done great investigative reporting, but has this permeated enough to be a factor in these statewide races?
Yes, I believe that this will be an issue in the governor's race. I believe this will be an issue against Michael Bennet in the Senate race. And because this issue is not dead. I mean, the fact of the matter is, Homeland Security Department announced late last week that they are going to reopen the investigation into the whole Corey Voorhees firing. Congressman Mike Coffman asked Eric Holder last week to conduct an Justice Department investigation, and I think that should be done as well.
But it's not going to happen, right? Because the Obama administration controls justice.
Probably not. I mean, they probably will hold back and will not be crazy about having one from Justice. But Homeland Security is going forward, and that will answer a lot of questions as well.
Well, Dick, sure appreciate your time, my friend. And
all right,
thank you. Thanks very much.
Dick.
That's Dick Wadhams, head of the Colorado